Hey everyone, the Joyful Yogini here. It is Feel Good Friday time, and the theme for today is finding your soulmate. So, how did I come up with this theme? Hey Zenny, how are ya? Good to have your energy in the house. So, I did the weekend reading late this afternoon. Oh my goodness, I'm tired already. What the heck? It's Friday, I guess, and I also have not been sleeping that well. I don't know if anyone else has been experienced that disruptive sleeps. Who else is in the house? Heath's is in the house. Nice. Yeah, so it's time for Feel Good Friday. We're going to talk about finding your soulmate, whether you're already with your soulmate or you want to attract your soulmate. We're going to see what messages come through. And so for the weekend reading, I had, and if you haven't checked it out, you can check that out either on YouTube or on Instagram. Northern Toronto's in the house too. Hey, welcome, welcome. Oh, does that say sorry? Be right back. Okay, cool. Yeah, so the cards that I pulled, the first card that I pulled for the weekend reading is the romance card. And there was also about stepping into your abundance and self-acceptance and all that, some beautiful messages. So I definitely recommend you check out the weekend reading. But this is what sparked the idea about talking about relationships, but in particular, so after I finished the weekend reading and then I'm preparing to look at me yawning. Oh my goodness. Doesn't feel much like a party with me yawning. Yeah. So more, it just got clearer that we need to talk about soulmates. So, and this is interactive. So, if you have any questions about soulmate stuff, I want you to throw them at me. I will pull some cards to get to see what messages want to channel through. And again, if you have questions, you want me to pick any cards specific to your relationship or a relationship that you're wanting to create for yourself, or if it's something totally different, that's fine too. Okay. I felt like something sparkly. So I'm drinking, what is this? Aha. Is it lime? Lime watermelon, maybe? Yeah, lime and watermelon. This is my beverage of choice. I didn't happen to have any red wine, so I'm going for sparkling water. That's pretty close, right? All right. So something that automatically wants to come through is how to attract your soulmate, because there seems to be a lot of people out there, and maybe you can let me know if you fit into this category. It doesn't mean it's good or bad, it's just it's where we're at on how we think we manifest or we generate things into our life. And so there's that thought out there of how do I find my soulmate? Like how do I make it happen? Like, what do I need to do to make this happen? And that pressure of feeling like you have to make it, you have to do something to make it happen. So I need to clarify this because yes, action does need to be taken, but actually action only needs to be taken when it is inspired. And so first of all, we just simply need to ask the universe for what we want in that relationship realm. We need to get clear about that. And how do we get clear about that? Well, sometimes we need to have different people in our lives to find out more about what we want and more about what we don't want. It's not about just, bam, here's my magic wand. There they are. You know, we need to get clear. So to get clear, we sometimes we just need to have those life experiences. And the more we pay attention to the feelings that we have within us, um, and the emotions associated with those feelings, the more we pay attention to that, the clearer we can get. And I'm just going to give you just a very simple example, not necessarily having to do with a soulmate, but that has to do with, let's say, the dating realm. Okay. Thank you for the little drink breaks there. I'm saying thank you. I'm just going to take them. that I'm just very grateful because that is so refreshing. It's awesome. All right. So, for example, I okay, so I'm in the back in the market after like 29 years. Um and I haven't been dating, but Facebook happens to have a dating app, and I thought, okay, let's just give this a try. Anyways, I've had some different people starting to connect with me, and I've been noticing the way I feel from the messages that they take. Now, I'm empathic, right? So I go from feeling all the time. And if you take in information through using your other senses more so, then you just acknowledge that, and that's the way you do it. So I was really feeling into that. And so one particular person was like, let's go for coffee or whatever, let's plan this. And the more I communicated with them, the more it was just something's not right. And I, it. Okay, so I'm hesitating here because I'm like, how much do I say? But anyways, I'll just say it. So, we can be interested in someone for different reasons, right? You can be attracted to personality, you can be attracted to looks, you can be attracted to the sexual energy that the two of you can have, or maybe that they simply have. You can be attracted to what their job is, to where they live. Who knows? There's a bunch of different things. And for me, like, the physical attraction wasn't there. Like, it wasn't there at all. But other things were so intriguing. And so I was like, well, just give them a chance, right? Just give them a chance. Doesn't always have to be about looks. And I totally get that because I've connected with some people that are not necessarily my type, but their energy is awesome. Like, they have this wicked energy. So it's about like tuning into all that. But I needed to start listening to all those like niggles and stuff. And then I just said, okay, I realized I'm like, stop fooling yourself, right? Just be honest with yourself. And so as soon as I was honest with myself, and then all these different people started coming up in my stream that were a better fit, like look wise too, of what I would normally be attracted to. So I thought that was really interesting how the universe responded immediately, because before that, it really, as I was flipping, I'm like, nah, 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 nah. But then, like the next day after deciding that, I'm like, holy crap, look at all these. Yeah, 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 right. So the universe responds. And so we need to pay attention, we need to acknowledge, we need to be truthful to ourselves, and then even journaling about the clarity that you're getting can help to solidify what you're looking for. And and it's really important that you solidify things on all levels of the spectrum. It's not just going to be, well, I want my soulmate to be 6'4" with, or 5'2" with big jugs, and I just as examples, right? It can't be just about the physical either, because when you're talking about a soulmate, so really, what is a soulmate? How about we go there now, and then we can start manifesting, because we can get clear when we know what a soulmate is. So we'll start there. Hey, Satama's here. Hopefully, I said your beautiful name correctly. Hello, hello. All right. So, what is a soulmate? You know, there really are, in the universe, like spiritually, there would be different definitions of that. And the reason why I say that is because in every lifetime that we have, we're meant to connect with certain individuals to help with our soul, I'll call it leveling up, to help elevate our soul level with the learnings that we've had. And as you're gaining more and more compassion and love for yourself and for others, you're going up those soulmate uh, rungs. I was picturing a ladder, right? The rungs, or the soul rungs. And so in but this lifetime is a very significant one because we have the opportunity to up level big time. It's like shoppers, double the points, right? Like we have an opportunity to make some really big shifts in this lifetime. And we you might have several significant, I'll call soulmate uh, relationships, because your souls were meant to connect for a purpose, right? For a purpose to help you to up level. Now, it also depends on individually what your soul mapping is for this time and what your journey is supposed to be. Because some of you have found your soulmate even in high school, say, or maybe since college or university, and you've been with them forever. And you might and be with them right until the end, because for your particular soul, the relationships that you're meant to have are outside of that love relationship, because in this lifetime it was, having that beautiful love relationship is your solid stability. And then other areas of your life maybe were a little messy, right? We're all going to have some messiness in certain areas of our life. And as our learning, right? As part of our learning journey. So your soul mate now, moving forward, is going to be you have the opportunity of stepping in to the most beautiful love relationship that you have ever had. And because of your soul leveling up, you're on a new level of awesomeness, of understanding and compassion. And so now you have an opportunity in connecting with someone that is truly going to match where you are at. And that's, that's just the way this works. Okay. It is wherever your energetic vibration is on the inside, whatever you think you deserve, whatever you've been attracting, like that's what you're going to attract. But because it is such a significant time right now, if you are doing the work and you're releasing the crap, and you're getting real with yourself, you're being truthful with yourself about who you are and what you need to work on, let's say, um and what you want in your life. Hey, Deborah, how are ya? Okay, so if you're doing the work and it's part of your journey to connect in with that incredible love, then it is going to happen. So you don't need to work hard to make it happen. You just need to get clear about what you want. And so the soulmate relationship that is possible is one where you truly complete each other. And so you complete each other on different levels. So, for example, love languages. We There's like if you've read Gary Chapman's book, The Love Languages, um, there's 5 different love languages. And so to have a mate where you, being who you are, naturally fuels their love language, and then being who they are naturally fuels your love language. Isn't that a beautiful piece of art right there of matching? Just to be you and fill their love tank just by you being you and vice versa. Wouldn't that be amazing? Now, we also need to communicate what we need to make sure that that can be fueled too. That communication is really important. And I think if we truly do love someone, we'll want to fuel their love language. So you're driven to do it. And it will be more effortless. Just like if you have a job that is it's draining. It just sucks the life out of you. It takes a whole lot of energy to do that. It doesn't necessarily naturally motivate you, right? But if you have that really good love connection, and it's also naturally a part of you to fuel someone in that way, then it doesn't feel like work. It feels like play. It feels like love. It feels more effortless to be able to do that. Now, we're all going to have good days and bad days, right? About what we can give. But hey, on a good day where you have your energy, you can naturally fuel each other. And so that is one of the significant things about a soulmate relationship. And that's why the conversation should happen. Like, how do you like to be loved? How do you want to be treated that helps you to feel loved? Not everyone can answer that question because you have to start noticing. And you can notice the things within a relationship that will piss you off again and again, and you won't feel love because this doesn't happen, and this still doesn't happen, and this still doesn't happen, and this still doesn't happen, right? It's and you're getting upset about it. So that is it's evidence of something that you need to feel loved, to be happy. So maybe you need time spent with you. You need attention. Maybe you need physical touch. Maybe maybe it's gifts, right? Maybe you want someone to think about you and know you and what you would totally appreciate, and then they would do the research and get that for you. Maybe it's that. Right. Anyways, I recommend, I think I have it over there. Do I? Yes, I do. Yes? Love languages. Here, I'll show you the cover. So I recommend, whether you're in a relationship or not, I think and if you're interested in being in a relationship, if you're not in a relationship, I recommend you get this book. It really helps you to know you. So now, also a soulmate relationship could entail the best sex ever, right? Being able to, you just get each other, you match each other in that way. You want to fill each other's desires, fantasies, you want to do what you can to turn them on, right? You're driven. And so a true soulmate relationship can do that. Now, in relationships, we can have ups and downs and sexual libido, and when the communication isn't there, and when there's blockages such as distortions in perceptions about sex and about what's right and wrong. So there could always be things that are blocking, let's say, an area within your relationship, such as within the bedroom. We can have those blockages in that second chakra. And but they can be cleared out. They can be cleared out, and then sex can be amazing. So also on that soulmate relationship, it's communicating with each other. And this also can be learned, because we can have distortions in perceptions of the way we're supposed to be communicating each other based on how we've grown up. and what we've been around, right? So when we start clearing that up, and then you start communicating better, you just lay stuff on the table, you just say it like it is, you're being honest with yourself, you be honest with them. So you, maybe within your relationship you're having some issues, but if these things are resolved through communication, then you might realize that you are a beautiful match. And so communicating in a way where the other one is truly, they're listening to you, right? They're listening, and they're to the best of their ability, they're not going to judge you. And I know we're humans, right? And we do have an ego, but it's also important for us to work at stepping away from that judgment, and giving them an opportunity to be perfect as they are, right? Perfect as they are, and whatever decisions that they want to make. For if this is what their journey is, and if this what works for them, then that's what's for them. So being able to work on that judgment side of things, being able to tell them anything, not being able to, not needing to have to hide stuff. If you feel like you need to hide stuff from them, it's not a strong relationship, at least not yet, but it could be, right? Um, and I think, in some relationships, I also think it's important for you to not have to tell a person every single thing that's going on and all the people that you talk to and things like that. We also need to be our own individuals. But what I'm talking about is the stuff that you feel like I can't tell them because they're going to be angry. So if it's something that is you and you need to do for you, like this maybe makes your heart sing, or it makes you feel sexy, or whatever, it's a part of you, then I want you to be embraced for all of who you are. And within a soulmate relationship, that can happen. But that communication needs to happen in order to be able to get to that point. Hey, Michael. Hey, thank you. That is a very nice compliment. Thank you so much. So, we need to be brave, right? To have the courage to speak our truth. But many people, they close it, they zip it for fear of messing up the relationship, right? We don't say it because they might want to leave me, let's say. But then you don't get any further. So sometimes it's also about having the courage to be okay with however the chips are going to fall, you know just being honest, like this is, and sometimes it takes several conversations to be able to fully understand each other and take it in. You have to process what you just heard, or once you say something, I don't know about you, but I start to figure things out as I talk about it, like, wow, this is what I'm feeling, but I don't even know what it means yet, and then I can process it, because like hearing myself say it and can help me to process it. So at least having someone, if it's not your partner, having a sounding board where you can speak that stuff out, get clearer, and then have those maybe tough conversations. Hey, Anne, how are you? So I'm gonna pull some cards. A lot of good information came out there. Oh, I want to do the tarot. I'm just getting used to these because I've always done oracle cards. And so I'm still learning about wands and pentacles and things like that. So I am going to look at the book, whereas the oracle cards I'll just, channel. I'll channel what comes through when I look at the card, but sometimes I'm just like, no, I'm drawn to go right to the book. I have my two dogs on my bed right now, and they're so cozy, comfy, passed out. Here, I'm going to turn YouTube over. No, I have a shirt. I'm just kind of stuck under my covers here. Didn't quite make my bed. Okay, so there's Chewy, and the little black one is Gracie. Do you guys want to see? I don't know if I'm going to knock this over. Okay, there's Chewy. And then there's Gracie. She just got shaved down. She she looks like a little baby lamb. You looking at my table. I have a lot of stuff on here. Time to clear some of this stuff out, eh? All right. So let's go to this tarot. Let's see. And I will ask, is that Krishna? Hey. And Anne says, hey, girl. Hey, girl. All right. Let's go to this tarot deck. So happy Friday, everybody. By the way, if anyone wants to join, I got yoga Saturday morning, 9:15. You can, it used to be 8, but now that it's on Zoom, I didn't have to worry about the space issue and the timing that I could get the space. So it's at 9:15. I can sleep in a little bit, which is nice. I've been waking up early. I guess I woke up early every day this week. So what do we need to know about soulmates? Here moving forward, right? Like finding our soulmate, or it's going to be on they showed me unwrapping our soulmate. And what I mean by that is, so it's like finding your soulmate. Hey, Truth Wins, how are ya? Happy Friday to you. So it's either like finding them, or if you're already within that relationship, they were giving me that unwrapping, because as you're getting rid of the shit that was creating those blockages, right? North of Toronto fist pump. Oh, yay. It's going to be there, shining her heart in for yoga. Awesome. Okay, so what do we need to know about our soulmates? What messages will help us with our soulmate? Okay. Oh, there's another one. Okay. Ooh, the Sun card. Nice. And there's 4 doves. Okay, so we got the Sun card here, and on each corner, we have the 4 doves. So the sun represents our masculine. It represents our taking action. And so, at the beginning I said, is like, you don't have to push it, you do. Well, maybe you want to, depending on who you find. But anyways, that's where my mind goes. It's about taking action when you're inspired. And so this card is giving me the indication. We'll see what it says in the book, because I want to get the message of that Sun card. But what that message to me seems like is now is prime time to be moving forward in that way. So it's either having the communication. Oh, thanks for the hearts. It's either having the communication with your current partner so you can go deeper than you've ever done before in different areas. Like if there's an area that's this part of a relationship isn't that great, then let's delve deeper, because you have an opportunity to keep elevating all of those areas of your life, and all the various areas within your relationship. And if you don't have a soulmate right now, but you're wanting a soulmate, then now is prime time for taking action. It's making those connections now and paying attention to how you feel during those interactions, and keep on getting clear on what you want, and focus on what you want. Don't focus on what you don't want. So when if let's say you're wanting to mend your current relationship in a certain way, or bring a current relationship in, you're not wanting to focus on what you're not getting. So let's say, well, so and so is like terrible at this, and then you're like, I keep on getting that, and I keep on getting that. Then that's where your focus is. That's where your energy is, right? And so whether you're going on dates and something like keeps on happening, well, stop focusing on what keeps on happening. Focus on what you want to happen. Focus on where you want to go with this. what that would look like to for it to be playful and fun and complementary to your alignment, to your soul's alignment. Like what will feel good? Just like we got Feel Good Friday going on here, and then you'll get more of that. So, but now is the time to move forward. So let me see what it says in here. The star, the moon, the sun. Oh, I like the key words here: vitality and enlightenment. Okay, here's the message. Imagine for a moment that you're soaking in the warm rays of the sun. Okay, let's just picture that, right? It feels nourishing and healing. All your aches and pains just fade away. The sun card brings this amazing energy into your life. Vitality and health abound, while you feel assurance and clarity in all you do. Spend some extra time outside today. Be grateful for the radiance of the sun and the life force it gives all creatures. Oh, I love that. The energy of the sun. And I love that those keywords, right? Focus more on the gutter. Absolutely. North of Toronto, if that's where you want to go, you can just focus there. Yeah. So the words vitality and enlightenment, and just like reading those words or the whole write up, it was just bringing this feeling of just feeling great, of being in your power, of living your best life, doing stuff that's going to rock your boat, hang around people that are fun. Don't waste your time with people who are not. Forget it. You don't need that. So, yeah, it feels like it feels like a James Brown song. I feel good. It feels like you're in your power, making your decisions, and as you get clear. So just like that example I gave at the beginning, I'm like, yeah, no, this is not for me because I want this, and then this comes, right? So and that sounds really good too. So all these like puns are like intended, like they just pop in. So, anyways, um, yeah, so stand in your power, get clear, be truthful, speak your truth, and then just keep on stepping forward and keep on going towards what you want. And then it will come. Okay, they will. Anyways, you know where I was going with that. See, North of Toronto, you know what? You can take part of the blame, but it's a good blame, right? There's nothing wrong with it. But as soon as you said in the gutter, then I start thinking that way. So thanks for the extra party. But yeah, you can take some of those props for getting my mind there. All right. So the next card is one, two, three, four, five, six pentacles. The Six of Pentacles. I'm starting to yawn. Oh, I already did before, but it's coming back. Oh, thanks for the love. That's what she said, Michael Scott. I love The Office. So good. All right. So, you know what's coming to mind with this right now as I'm looking at this? This saying, I can't think of the whole saying, but you give someone an olive branch. So, an offering, I'll just say. And so I feel like the universe is giving us an offering. They're giving us opportunities. Oh, okay. So what I'm seeing in this is, and this is not going to be as specific or this is going to be more specific, I would think, than what the book is going to say. But we're going to go to the book as well. But what wants to come through is there's going to be several offerings coming to us. And in different areas of our lives, right? So for some, it's going to be business related. And in others it's going to be relationship, and it might be specific with money and or finances, or it might have to do with health. So we're going to get some offerings. And even if you're questioning, I don't know if this is right for me, I have no idea. If it feels good in some way, but just keep on paying attention to the thoughts about moving forward. And do I really feel good? And then you'll figure it out, right? Like you will get clearer and clearer, and then know whether you move forward. But you're going to have all these different opportunities coming to you that will feel like play. That will feel like it will feel like abundance to be able to explore it in the first place, right? It's going to elevate really quickly the what you need to know in order to draw your desires to you. So we've been talking about relationships, right? So it's either going to be to draw your soulmate to you, or it's going to be like unwrapping that soulmate, as I was saying before, your current love relationship that is a soulmate, that it's going to be unveiling it. So, oh, interesting. This is the visual that they gave me. It's as if like a woman was in mourning, and she has the black veil, and she was wearing all black with sexy red lips, right? And I'm going to read what you said in a second, North of Toronto. So that black veil is down, and it's being lifted up. So it's unveiling the shadow. So it's moving past those distortions of perceptions, so we can see clear without that veil that we've been looking through all this time. That can darken our perceptions about people and situations, and even darken what we're worthy of. It was clouded. And so these offerings that are coming, have fun exploring them. Woo! I'm sitting on a pillow, so I'm a little more propped up, and I guess not as balanced as I thought. Um, yeah, so enjoy exploring the options, enjoy the adventure. So I see a deer now, and a deer is at the edge of the woods wanting to take us on an adventure. And if you think about a deer, um, and if you were to chase a deer, follow a deer through the woods, it's going, all over, and it might, leap over logs and go under some trees, and maybe go through the water a little bit. Like, um, you don't know where the deer is going to go, so you're really up for a whole new adventure, right? And you have no idea really what path you're going to take. So in certain areas of your life, you might be clear on the path, um, but here there's adventure coming, and enjoy the ride. Okay, so let's see what the Six of Pentacles says in the book. There's more information, more messages that want to come through to you, and it's going to be through the healing of the book. Where are the pentacles? There they are. Okay. Six of Pentacles. Oh, love this. Prosperity, growth, generosity. The Six of Pentacles indicates that your long awaited fruits are ready for harvesting, bringing more wealth than anticipated. Make sure you are generous during this bountiful time. This card can also signify generosity coming from someone. If this is the case, accept the help with grace and put the resources to good use. Nice. Oh, had a big business offer today. Oh, that's amazing, North of Toronto. You're dead on again. Oh, so awesome. All right, be right back. Absolutely. And your Georgina realtors in the house. Hey, if anyone's wanting any real estate in Georgina, we have your person here. All right, so let's go to the final card. Oh, I didn't realize there were 4 cards, not 3. Okay, hold on, I'm gonna take a drink break. Okay, interesting. Okay, so I'm guessing this is 3 of Wands. I'm just getting used to these cards as I was saying. And we have the triangle, which makes it, and it really looks like a teepee, doesn't it? To me, that looks like a teepee. That's what's coming to mind. And the beautiful colors in it. Oh, I love this. So it's like all the colors of the chakras are within there, yet it feels very playful. And having that teepee, it feels like, oh, pardon me. It feels like it's like the portal to our soul and the beautiful uniqueness in who we are that is our home, you know? It is our center. It's where we can feel safe when we're able to allow our true colors shine, right? Because we're all so incredibly unique. And you have so much to offer, not only from whatever your culture is, whatever that your ancestry, your beautiful heritage, whether it's from where you have lived, the skills that you've had, the experiences that you had, the beautiful combination of the vibrations of your chakras and the unique gifts and skills. I'm pretty sure I already said that, but it's just, you're just so beautiful as you are. And when you can truly embrace all of that, like there's not a part of you that is bad or wrong or unlovable. Because, you know, if spirit were to, like, it depends on who you connect with. Like if you connect with someone that maybe you call God, or maybe you call source, maybe you believe in angels and guides, or maybe you believe in being able to connect with souls who have crossed on. We can have different beliefs, and that's okay, right? But if you do believe in something, a higher type of source, like they or it, or whatever you want to call it, looks down on you with total love. Like the perfection of you, and where you are on your journey, like that is just perfection right there. And so when you truly embrace that, then this beauty, um your light shines from within, and then you attract the awesomeness, right? So anyways, that it feels really good looking at that card. It I'm interested to see what the book says. So let's see. 3 of Wands. Okay. Envisioning the future. The 3 of Wands indicates that you had continued support from others, perhaps from your parents or 2 good friends. With their help, you've formed a sense of self, of your values and morals. But now it's time to rely on yourself for guidance. Clarify your goals, cast others' needs and opinions aside. The future is infinite and it is yours. No one else can see through its layers of light and shadow. Yeah, I like that. It's creating the life that would be perfect for your unique self. And so we need to embrace who we are so we can do that. Speak our truth. Move forward. So same some of the same messages that we were already talking about. And then the final card. Hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of Wands. And we have the moon, 9 of Wands and the moon. So moon energy, it's interesting. We had the sun energy already, and now we're getting the moon energy coming in, which is our goddess or our inner, yeah, our feminine side. So it's the side of us that is gentle and loving and compassionate and patient. We need to be patient right now. We can't push. We can't push what we want to happen. I want to, I'll give you this example. I don't know why my scalp is itchy now. Anyone on here that has an itchy scalp? Because sometimes I can feel what someone else is feeling. So I don't know if this is mine or not, or if it's trying to get, my scalp is trying to give me a message. So, anyways, I'll look into that after. Okay, so where was I? Oh, yeah. So my husband and I are going through a separation. And the whole separation agreement thing, it has, I was trying to move forward and make it happen. And then different things would happen and the universe would slow me down. Like it's because it's all about divine timing, right? And so it would slow me down and then nothing would get done on it for like a couple of weeks. And then the energy would start picking up again and I'd be able to work on it more. And then the universe will slow me down. And then I've been trying to get like a consultation or like assistance with completing it. And then I'm getting no response here and no response here. And then the one that I was really waiting for, like who I really, really wanted to work with, they're not available for at least a couple more weeks. And so it's interesting how the universe keeps slowing the process, but it's okay because I'm not going to judge it. And I feel like sometimes judgment was coming up, and then I needed to let go and just embrace, because some of the avenues I was trying to take when I wasn't hearing from the one that I really wanted, they didn't really feel that good. But I felt like, well, I need to move forward on this, and I was getting pressure to move forward on it. I'm like, I need to move forward on this. But then again, nothing's happening, and so that's okay. I need to be patient. And when I'm inspired, I will take action again. And then I will see where I'm at that point, right? Because sometimes I can get into a place where I am pushing it. And then it slows everything down even more. And sometimes it can slow things down too long, right? If we keep the constriction of something, and then you have to wait to the next divine timing. Okay, so let's see here. Wands. Oh, I just passed by it. Oh, there it is. 9 of Wands. Strength, stamina, confidence. Nice. As nines usually imply, your journey is near completion. But on this final stretch, so we're not talking about your journey for like you kicking the bucket, right? We're talking about soulmate relationships, okay? So your journey is near completion, but on this final stretch, you find yourself growing weary. Doubt and fear are running through your mind. The 9 of Wands asks you to rally your confidence and realize how far you've come. Lift your eyes and take a few more steps. Soon all your hard work will start to pay off. Wow. Okay, that totally rings true for me. Because even like with the separation that I'm going through, I feel like I get a little quieter just because I have family at home here, right? Yeah, I feel like it like this, I'm at a really challenging stage right now. And but I see the light at the end of the tunnel. But as I'm getting through, sometimes it gets mucky, right? And as I'm getting through the muck, I end up going deeper within and have more clarity and stand more in my confidence. And I'm still learning during this process. And so even though it's still a bit tough right now, and I've had fears coming up 100%, and I have to work through them to release them. And as I work through them, I gain more clarity. And so yeah, it's great. It's great to hear that we're at the completion. It's okay. We've got this just a little longer. Um, we don't necessarily know the time frame as to how much longer. Maybe for us, a year from now, that would be like, are you fucking kidding me? I cannot wait that long. But the universe's end of things is like, that is like peanuts. That's not a long time. Don't worry. You've got this. Don't think about the time that it is for us on Earth, like calendar days. Like sometimes when you look at it that way, we just had Christmas. Oh, we have to wait so long for the next Christmas, right? So yeah, don't we need to practice it in letting go of that time, because it could also be 2 months, right? It could also be 6 months. It's going to be a little bit different for each of us, and what we're going through and what that time frame is. But it does feel closer than not. You know, it feels more so within the next 6 months we're going to have significant shift, like a shift into more awesomeness than we've ever had. You speak your truth, make your choices that are for your highest and greatest good, and that is the opportunity that we all have to get to. Okay, and that's it. Sisa. So, does anyone want me to pull a card for them? And it can have to do with relationships, or if you have a question for any other area of your life, then yeah, you can ask and I can pull cards for you. Yeah, my scalp is getting itchier now. So hold on 1 second. I'm going to do a clearing. Okay. Okay, cool. All right, everybody. So if anyone wants me to pull a card for them, you can let me know. Um, Otherwise, I hope you all have a fabulous rest of your weekend. And yeah, if you're interested in joining any of my yoga classes, I have online yoga, and it's a pretty cool community. So you get to know the same people that they come, even if you're not in person, you still get to know the people you're doing yoga with, because we'll have a little chat at the beginning, a little chat at the end, and then we share in the energy with each other. So it's cool. And so if you've ever thought about doing yoga, but maybe you've never done it, or it's been a really long time and you just, I don't know what to do anymore. I don't think I remember this. And so you can let me know, because if you're planning on joining the classes, then we can even talk ahead of time and I can go over some poses just to make sure you got them solidly right. But I also have, well, as solid as you need to feel comfortable, as you need to feel comfortable, right? Just so, but you don't have to do yoga in any particular way. You don't have to be at any particular level. Yoga can be adapted for everyone. I also teach chair yoga, right? Like and it's for any age, right? It just all depends on where you're at. But I also have one more spot available for one-on-one yoga, and the one-on-one yoga can also be like as a couple, so you can do it with your partner or just yourself. So if that's something, because maybe you'd feel more comfortable getting that one-on-one to make sure your form is good and you don't feel like anyone else is watching you, or so it depends on where you're at. But anyways, that is there for you too. And if any of you would like to have, it's the best. Thanks, Anne. You're the best. It's awesome. And if any of you would like to have a one-on-one reading with me, one healing session, I am booking those. And I might have one spot available for next week. And oh no, I think I have two spots available for next week. So if you happen to be interested, we can get you signed up. And what does that say, Cree? Late to the party. Now I need to rewind. Yeah, well, let me know what you think. Some cool messages about soulmate stuff came through. So, I guess that's it, everybody. As I'm yawning. Yeah. Aw, thanks, Anne. Oh, SM Young joined. Hey, awesome. Okay, so but that is it for Feel Good Friday. There was no takers for me to pull a card. Should I give another 30 seconds? Maybe there's also a delay coming through. If any of you want me to pull a card before I wrap this up, I can do that. So I'll just wait a little bit longer just to see. And otherwise, I hope you all have a fabulous rest of your weekend. Make sure you get some play in there. Play, creativity, and embrace yourself for who you are. Love yourself so then you can shine your light. All right, so I think that's it. All right, everybody. Okay, SM Young. Oh, you want a card? SM Young? Okay. I'll take a card if you want. Yeah, sure. All right, is there a certain area of your life you want to focus on? Okay, so let me know if there's an area in your life you want to focus on. If you just want, hey, whatever I'm meant to hear, whatever's for my highest and greatest good to hear, I'll bless you. We can do that. Relationships. Okay. SM Young. What does SM Young need to know for relationships? That's it. Okay, so the card that wanted to come out for you and the goddess that wants to come out for you is Aphrodite, inner goddess. Inner goddess. Awaken the goddess within you through dance, self-care, and appreciating your divinity. Oh, pardon me for yawning. And there's that beautiful dove signifying peace, right? Peace, love, harmony. So what wants to come through, what Aphrodite wants to share, is it's really important for you to find that inner beauty, for you to really accept yourself for the beautiful goddess that you are. We all have a masculine and a feminine, and that bless you again. We all have that beautiful energy within us, and that energy can be soft and gentle and sexy, and that energy can also be dominant and very masculine, and maybe even a little aggressive in some areas, right? Like it's that power, that force. And so that both that beautiful masculine and feminine is within us. And if we can embrace that through doing certain things. So dance is so powerful. So last night I was folding laundry in here, like right beside my bed. I had it on my bed and I was just standing beside my bed folding, listening to music and just like dancing it up. And I was having so much fun and it was like a party by myself. But it felt so good, and I was listening to music that specifically makes me happy, makes me want to dance. And it was, yeah, I had a lot of fun. And so I feel like, so the message, it did mention through dance. And so at the minimum, if you can play some fun music this weekend, allow yourself to have fun, allow yourself to have a little bit of a dance party. And what other self-care can you do for yourself? Dance is my most common self-care. Oh, I love that. Okay, so good. Okay, awesome. So dance this weekend because that is going to ignite your second chakra, which is the center of your creativity, your joy, your fertility, your sexuality, your abundance. It's located right between those hips. So you're really going to be igniting that through your movement. And that's going to, so that's also empowering that sexuality, like revving up that libido, right? Really helping to rev up that inner god and goddess within you. And so that's going to help with the libido, right? That's going to help you to want to make the move, right? To yeah, to yeah, be more bold. Be more bold in how you're going to communicate and what you're going to go after and how you're going to get those desires met. So this dance is going to help to create that boldness and owning it and being okay with whatever you're wanting. The life of Patrick. No fucking way. Hey, how are ya? And then what do we have here? Morton Raymond. Are you Vol? Are you promoting a website? Are you trying to get people to go to your sexy website? Okay, Chad. Chad is in the house. Hey, Chad, giving you a hug. Yeah, it's great to have your energy starting to come back here. This is cool. Very cool. All right. So, does that resonate for you, SM Young? Thank you. It was so nice to hear from you tonight. Love and light to you. Oh, awesome. Love and light back to you. Awesome. Does anyone else want me to pull a card for them? So we've been talking about relationships, in particular soulmate relationships. So you can ask a question in regards to relationships, but if there's another area of your life, you know what, I really need to focus on this right now, then throw it out there. No problem. And if you just want me to pull a card for whatever message that would be for your highest and greatest good to hear tonight, then let me know and I'll do that for you. It'll be my pleasure. Michael, can you pull a card for me, please? Yes, I can. Absolutely. Okay. I am drawn to use my crystal daily inspiration deck. Am I holding it upside down? Yes, I am. Not that the words are kind of all scratched out there. It's been, I use it quite a bit. So it's starting to rub off. All right. So, Michael Spotto. All right. So let's do this. What does that say? Okay. I already read that. Love and light. Okay. What does Michael Spotto? Whoa. Okay. I guess these cards needed to come out for you. They insisted on flying out of the deck, making an appearance. We're here. Okay, what does that say? No, I didn't miss anything. For some reason, it looked in the corner of my eye that another message came down. Okay, here we go. This one was upside down. This one wasn't. Black kyanite is the first one. Set strong boundaries. What wants to come from this is it's like being a huge giver, like just a really, you just want to please, And so then you can let me know if this resonates, right? So what I'm feeling is making choices about what someone else wants and needs, and not necessarily tuning in and caring about your own choices and what's good for you. So it's like there's a shifting. They're showing me railroad tracks right now, and the train is going here, and then it gets to a crossroads here, and then they pull the lever to go onto a new track. And so it's a new way of thinking. It's about it's about tuning into yourself, right? It's that shift about, wait, what do I want? Oh, I got to speak my truth. I got to say what I want, and see how that can happen for you. And it can happen for you in different ways. And sometimes you might be surprised that it was really good for the other person as well, right? So it was really good. So yeah, I'm seeing that shifting of tracks so you can start setting your boundaries and not getting walked on. Because I feel like there's an old perception from, like, maybe lineage of, um, if it's unhealthy, it can go to the victimhood, and being maybe resentful at times about always having to give and give and give and give, and you really don't want to, but if you're like you're supposed to, like that can be on the. So for everyone who's listening, you might be able to relate to some of the stuff I'm saying in a certain way, or relate to some things and not other things, because I feel like more messages are wanting to come out here to get the spectrum of who is going to be watching this video. So so for some it is, doing because you think that makes a good person, but those are simply perceptions of what a good person is. So we need to start thinking in a way of, what will make my heart sing, what will be best for the energy that I have today, for what will make me feel good, for what will be for my highest and greatest good because of everything else that's going on in my life. So putting yourself first is needed right now. So it's a different way to think. I think we all need to get this message, putting ourselves first and setting those clear boundaries. And sometimes you just have to say no. Like, this is not going to work for me. I totally resonate with what you're saying. Makes perfect sense. Thank you. Yeah, you're welcome. And yeah, so sometimes people might get mad, right? They might be mad. They might have a pity party. And that's okay. That maybe they just need to do that, and then realize that it's their responsibility to create their own joy. They can't be relying on you to make them happy. They need to find their own happiness. And so, yeah, we could use tools here and there to help with our happiness. And sometimes if you call a friend up, because they always seem to uplift you. So yeah, maybe you're going to call them, and or maybe you're going to have your favorite ice cream as a tool to help you to feel a little better. Or maybe you might smoke a joint or something. And again, I'm not necessarily recommending that for people who don't have fully developed brains yet, and happens still in the 20s that brains are developing. So I'm not necessarily recommending that for everybody. It's not always the best match for everybody, but hey, it can be a tool. Some people use it. So just, we can't be relying on one thing to fuel us, or one person to fuel us, because then things get out of balance. And we need to also believe in ourselves, that we can create that awesomeness within our life. Okay, so Michael, there was a second card that came up, and Chad saying, I'm a good person. I let my wife live out a long time fantasy. Really? Oh, wow. That's awesome. I would love to hear what this fantasy is. I'm sure other people do too. Oh, hey. Oh, I miss Steven. Steve was in the house. How are ya? Um, so yeah, you can let me know if you want to share. Yep. I would love to hear it. Okay. Okay, so the next card, Michael, that came out for you is Rainbow Obsidian. Heal your heart. So, Michael, this came out. I keep snagging my ring on my pants. I hope I don't get a hole in there. This was upside down. So, there's a little bit of a blockage in embracing that you're not totally over it. Okay. And so I feel like I was looking like, Anyways, I didn't mean it in that way. It's just my eyes were getting dramatic with it. Um, in my mind, they were. I'm just having fun. Um, so yeah, you've had a heart trauma and you're not quite fully healed from it. It's like there's the word they're giving me are spatterings. It's like, okay, they're showing me a paintbrush and so there's elements, there's some energy that's still kind of a little messy about about relationships or a particular relationship that is affecting your current relationship really or relationships you're wanting to create, people who wherever you're at. So yeah, there's been a little bit of messiness that has still been there affecting your perceptions and your fears coming up about stuff. And then when your fear comes up, and then you might back off, and then it kind of sabotage things. And so yeah, there is an opportunity to create that healing. So it's just about, first of all, admitting to that you still have some healing to do. There's still a little bit of work to be done. Doesn't make you a bad person, doesn't make you a bad guy, right? Like we're all within our healing right now. And so just start noticing when your defenses go up. Start noticing when you maybe start closing off a little bit, where you get angry or resentful or feeling not good enough, And so, because that's your shit, right? When that comes up for us in whatever way it does, it's our shit coming up. It's not necessarily reality, someone else's actions, or the way they treat you. It's not like whatever the dynamic is. It's not a reflection of who you are to the core, but it might be a reflection of the of where you're at and from where your perceptions are, and the energy that you're creating based on your perceptions is what you're attracting, and how you're seeing the overall picture or the person. And so that can get cleared up when you complete your heart healing. So, let's see. Anyways, I'm just going to say that if you are interested there's different ways you can go through your own heart healing. So you can go through it, as I said, start noticing it. You can journal about the emotions that come up, whether it's fear, anger, sadness, or journal about it. Talk to the emotion, get deeper. Why do I feel that way? What do I want to happen? And so you can create that clarity for yourself. Another way you can do it, you can listen to solfeggio frequencies and choose the heart healing ones. And that can help the healing process of it. You can go for an energy healing. So I do energy healing. So if you're interested in something like that, whether it's with me or whether it's with someone local, like wherever you're from, that could be healing. What you could also do is go through a past life regression. Sorry, just my eye was getting itchy. You can go through a past life regression and clear out some ancestral stuff. Oh, Katya, hey, cool. Okay, so let me see what you said, Michael. You're right. I do have some healing. I needed to hear that. Okay, very cool. Awesome. And so you're going to notice it more now, right? Through the interactions that you have with certain people, you're going to start noticing that stuff, and then you can clear. They're showing me like a broom. It's just like and it's vigorously like I'm just gonna get this cleared up. And like to do one whole room, it's gonna take a bit of time, like, and you might have to move some stuff away to clearly see behind things, get a clear understanding of what this was when I thought this process. And then they're just showing me like putting, like, I have some stuff almost on every table. Like my place is not like out of house and home, like my bedroom, right? I have, like it's functional. I work with it. So like I have some cards back there and I have an eyeglass case. And over here I have a box that I need to recycle that. I need to clear some stuff up here. I need to put some stuff away over here. I have single socks on the corner of my dresser there going, different family members, their socks end up in my laundry or in it with just one. So I have like a pile over there. So when they were showing me the sweeping and then putting stuff away, it's like finding a spot for everything to clear that energy out, right? Clear out the old. And sometimes you need to throw some stuff out, like just say, yeah, am I really using this now? Or is this just creating clutter for me? Like, why do I have this stuff? And so, yeah, it's time to clear that shit out. And literally within your own space will really help with that. So it's going to help me. I'm taking this message for myself too. I think this weekend I'm going to take some time to clear more shit out. Am I using this? Am I like, will I ever use this? And then just get rid of it if you're not going to. And then in relationships and that heart healing, it's the realizing the thought process that you're having and how that thought process has been affecting your interactions, your relationships. And then you can start to change that. So when that thought process comes up, you notice it and then you can change that thought. Right? And then you change it again, and then the vibration gets lighter and lighter. So you can shift it that way. Hey, Pierre's in the house. How are ya? Cool. Katya says hi. The moon, love it. Hey, moon, you're sending me some nice feminine energy, goddess energy. All right, Michael. So that was really cool. I'm glad you asked for a card because I needed to hear those things too. I have my own spatterings I'm needing to deal with. And I feel like that's what's happening while I'm still in this stage, right? And while I'm still within a bit of muck, that's, I'm doing some clearing out. And I've been noticing I've been tired lately, but also not sleeping that well, right? Like from about 3 o'clock on to 4 o'clock on, it's a very restless sleep. Waking up, falling asleep again, but then waking up, falling asleep, waking up, falling asleep. It's a very powerful energy right now, especially today. I really feel the power of change. Thank you so much. I'm really glad I tuned in. Oh, cool, Michael. Yeah, I'm glad you did too. That's awesome. Pleasure to connect with you. Um, okay, so I think that's it. Anyone else want a card before I wrap up? Anyone else? Whether you've been here or just joining in, I can pull a card. Well, that's done. And it's very cool because I feel like whoever happens to be listening when I pull those cards for the different people, you were meant to get something out of that. So yeah, if you're just listening in, just see what messages come through and how it might relate to you. Now, this is just regular water with lemon in it. Had a couple drinks going here. I was 2 fists in it. All right. So, is there anyone else? Let's see. All good. Heard lots again. Thanks. Thank you. Yeah, you're welcome, North of Toronto. It's always great to have your energy here. So great. All right, everybody. Well, I guess that's it. So, from my light to your beautiful light, namaste. All right. So, I'm going to say goodbye to YouTube first. Thanks so much. Have a great rest of your weekend.